live here. Hopefully. As long as everything is working. Alright. I think the very first thing we're going to be doing today is actually selling some soybeans off. We're going to double check the price here. Yeah, 22.08. Yep, that'll be the first thing we end up doing today then. If I can get to the right tab there. Alright. Go here. We'll grab the train and get that rented. And as always, we gotta start off having a little bit of coffee here. Ooh, that's good. Good stuff. Gotta have that coffee. Always kind of have a little bit end up hanging in the mustache here. Hey, what's up, Rylan? How are you doing? Great stream last night, buddy. Sorry I couldn't watch all of it, but man, it was a blast getting to see you streaming some. Kind of glad we all peer pressured you in there on Bonehead stream. Oh, this thing's coming in reverse. Oh, okay. Alright. That's a bit interesting. Was not expecting that. I don't know if that's normal or not. I can't imagine it is. Oh yeah, no problem, man. Say it was a good time. Couple good folk in there watching too. It's always a blast hanging out and chat. Alright, and we'll get this thing opened here too. Come on, brakes. Hold. Yeah, we'll get some of those soybeans all unloaded here and see how much money we make off that. It's actually a couple of years of soybeans, I think. I think it's like 3 or 4 years of soybeans we had. Throw the cruise control on there. Alright. Yeah, and actually I was working on the RL farm video right before this, but I'll probably have to end up finishing it during Chad's stream. And then, I don't know, sometime after that, probably get it released. So that way you guys can see what's been going on the RL farm this week too. It was actually kind of funny. I was editing it last night, started working on it, and yeah, I was like, I don't remember that we were actually cutting stuff. Like earlier this week, I kind of forgot we'd been harvesting earlier in the week, and I was like, huh, kind of neat with the RL videos. That way I kind of remember what I actually did all week too. Hey, what's up, Jeremy Farmer, aka Nicholson? That must be your other account. Let's see, I don't know if I ever got a notification that it was you. I'm gonna write your name down though, because that way I remember it's actually you, because you said that's the one with your RL videos on there, Nick. There we go. Alright, well, let's get this stuff sold here. Holy cow, that's a decent little payday. 72,000 bucks. Whew. Cannot complain about that. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely go give you a follow. Always fun checking out what people are doing in different parts of the world on their farms. And then I think the next thing we're going to do is actually a little fertilizer spraying. Some liquid fertilizer, if we can find the Landini. Alright, we got liquid fertilizer in there too. Okay, yeah, very nice. Definitely be checking it out after Nick. Yeah, we never got our sunflowers fertilized up here, so figured we'd better get that done before I end up forgetting it, before we start harvesting here, because beginning of July we'll get the combine broke out and start cutting some stuff down. I think all our wheat, and then I think the canola should be ready too. So let's see, we're going to double check that real quick. Okay, yeah, our canola, oats, and wheat are all going to be ready in July, so. Alright, get this stuff fertilized. And yeah, we should be all good after this. Everything else should kind of take care of itself. If we had just a little tiny bit bigger sprayer too, we could get these. I actually used to have a bigger sprayer than this one in game, but I couldn't get between the power poles on that other field, so it didn't work out super great. What's up, Biggie? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, that's where one of these days we're gonna figure out a logging setup. So Biggie wanted to see me do some logging, and I think that'd probably be pretty entertaining too, because I'm going to be very bad at it. So I think it'll be fun though. It's like we were talking about, man, there's so many cool different forestry equipment out there in game, and I have not really used much of it at all. So yeah, I think it'd be fun just watching me fail miserably at it, but oh, there's a Canadian map that's coming? Which one's that, Nick? Alright, let's see. We'll get our full width here again, and then we'll get these little sunflowers sprayed here too. And then we should be good. Try not to smack our sunflowers. Gotta go pretty wide. Or, not wide, high. Kind of nice running it a little bit higher too. Don't get stuck on the fences easily. Oh, it's good to hear, Biggie. So yeah, I didn't wake up a whole lot earlier either. Only been up for about an hour or so. Yeah, we're getting awake though, and we got our coffee, and we got our farm sim, and we got all of our nice farm sim fam out here too. So I'd call it a pretty good start to the day. It's like I said, I always enjoy Sunday morning streams. Mostly just because I have enough energy. I feel like I can actually interact pretty well. Alright, hopefully we should get all of that right here then. Oh yeah. Oh, is that a donut too? Man, I don't have any donuts. I kind of want a donut though. I got the coffee. Alright. We're good there. And I think, yeah, next thing we're going to do is just kind of do a little waiting couple days. And then we should be ready for harvest. I think we got the combine out, but we'll probably have to check that and make sure it's all ready to go too, actually. Yeah, we'll just throw this guy over here for now. Get it out of the way. So we can get our trailer hooked up to here. Just have everything all ready to go. Better check my fuel too. Kind of been notorious for forgetting about that. We're going to take our corn header up to the top yard because we got to go grab our normal header anyways. Okay, so it's called South Sask. Okay, that'll be cool. Yeah, I kind of enjoy those Canadian maps just because, well, we are pretty close to Canada here too. So let's always enjoy checking them out. Especially, yeah, South Saskatchewan, because that's like really close to Montana, so it's kind of just like Montana as well. Hey, what's up, Magnum? How are you doing, buddy? So, yeah, another great person here. Actually, we could probably start doing some shout outs here. If you guys, yeah, type in !SO, it'll bring up your channel. That way other people can find you. It's always try to do my little part here to help out the community grow, and that's everyone has awesome content, and it's all a little bit different too, so I always like to try to help people get their stuff out there. See, yeah, there we go. So yeah, we got a couple of our neighbors to the north, a few Canadians in here. Hey, there's Magnum's channel there. Yeah, we'll see. Actually, I should check this. Try not to run over the dog here very carefully. See if we actually need to fix anything. Oh yeah, 11% damage. 11% damage on both of them. Yeah, look at that. You guys are pretty much neighbors. Alright. Yep, there we go. There's Ryland's channel too. That's what I was saying earlier. Ryland did a little stream last night. I was able to catch part of it, but it was a blast hanging out in there. Tons of fun. Yeah, it's always enjoy it. Got lots of streamers I can watch all week long when I'm working on the real life farm. Not quite enough time to play the game, but just as fun hanging out with everyone. Hey, what's up, New York? Truck Spotting, aka Why Not Son. How are you doing today, buddy? That's always actually watching some of your videos there yesterday too. Damn, man, there's some sweet semis that go by your place there. Truck Spotting. There we go. There's Jeremy Farmer. Let's see, we gotta find our toolbox here. Yep, yeah, Magnum does some farming too. Hey, what's up, Yatakuza? How you doing, buddy? Get these things all fixed up here, and there you go. Here, we'll just leave this thing out here too. See if we need to fix anything else up. I guess we're gonna need the baler eventually too, but we can probably wait on that. I think this is actually the first field we're going to start with, is this one right here, this wheat field. But yeah, I think we're pretty much good. We can wait a few days. Let's see, we'll make sure chicken's got food before we get into harvest too crazy. Yep, we should be good now. We'll check the sales tab quick here too again. Oh. That's 760, 770. Not too bad. We finally get half by half mile squares for fields. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind some of the weird shaped fields and stuff too, but yeah, I like those bigger fields as well. They are a little bit more realistic. We do have some pretty huge fields around here. Our biggest field is, what is it? Mile by mile? It's a 320 acre field, but yeah, we got all sorts of different sized fields around our place anyway. Another Colossus Dominator. There we go, there's a little square baler. See, I know Magnum knows about those. Yeah, he does. He does some baling in real life. Got some videos too, actually. Pretty cool. Little different. I don't do a ton of baling on our place. There we go. We'll get some coffee. And we wait. Let's see, plow. 2 more days. Oh yeah, hilly and not square. Yep. Yeah, it's most of ours are pretty square around here. Just they're different size of squares. Some of them are half miles, some of them are mile long, some of them are 1.5 mile long fields, and yeah, just a little kind of different bit of everything. And some of them are on the coulee edge too, so they're kind of weird on the ends because they got to follow the coulee edge. Actually, that's in this week's video. You guys will really get to see a pretty cool shot of all the coulee edge there I used for the intro type thing. And another nice little auger there. I don't know if we could. Yeah, it's not kind of the one we really need. Nice little Massey Ferguson too. But yeah, it's like I said earlier, I'm still not done with this week's RL video, but I'm going to get it finished after this stream and probably work on it during Chad's stream after this. Oh, okay, yeah, it's 1 by 1 miles and split into half by half mile quarter sections. Yeah, well, and then it usually just kind of depends too on who owns what land type of thing too. Ooh, there we go. There's a little bit bigger cultivator I was kind of looking for. It's only 260 horsepower and it's almost 6 meters. That's not too bad. I think maybe we'll get that one actually. Yeah, I wanted to buy a little bit bigger cultivator. That's not too shabby. 20,000 bucks too. We'll sell our old cultivator. Get the big old beaverator. Man, that thing is just weird. That's awesome though. Hey, how's it going, Jason? Let's see, we'll try to find our tractor. Actually, I wonder if we can pull it with the TLX, actually. Yeah, I don't think it'll work just because that other one is a 3-point type one. Let's see, we'll grab the Landini here. Ooh, some of our crops are definitely ready to go here now. No problem, Jeremy. You gotta have that coffee, so. So much bush being pushed lately? Oh, like you guys are moving bushes, or what are you doing there? Huh, that's odd. I did not notice I had a little oats inside the sunflowers there. It's my bad. There we go. There's Jason's channel. So yeah, we'll take this old cultivator and get rid of him. Go get that newer, bigger one. Be kind of cool if I would have been able to throw this on a trailer or something, but that's okay. Be kind of nice having a JCB or something. I guess I could have thrown it on the semi-trailer too. That semi takes a little while to get going as well anyways though. Let's see, so yeah, that wheat's not actually ready yet, but the canola and oats are, so I guess we'll start with the canola and oats first actually. Let's see, I'm trying to think, we'll probably end up using the semi and then our little semi-trailer, and we'll just dump all our canola in that thing, because we're going to end up taking that over to our oil production plant. Yep, I 100% agree, Biggie. I say Ryland had an awesome stream last night. Fun getting to hang out there for a little while. Yeah, how long did you end up going for, Ryland? A couple hours, or? Hey, how's it going, Graham? Say we're doing good over here. We got our coffee. We got a good crew of farm sim folks on here we're hanging out with, and we're going to be doing a little bit of harvesting here after I go get my new cultivator. We had to upgrade. Got a little bit bigger cultivator now, so should work pretty good. Okay, pushing bush to get those extra 3 to 4 acres. Okay, yeah, that's really cool, Magnum. Yeah, around here, we're the same way. That's, you kind of try to get every single acre you can. That's like our ditches and stuff around here. We kind of farm right up to the road. Like we leave maybe 2 or 3 feet of grass before you're onto the gravel on the edge of the road there. So, yeah, we're the same thing. You're trying to just get kind of a little bit of everything. Oh, I didn't even realize I wasn't going full speed either. Oh, wow, about 3 hours? That's pretty good, Rylan. Oh, I don't think I've went that long. I think the longest I've ever went is like 2.5 hours of streaming. I don't know. I don't know how people do those long streams. Kudos to you guys, though. I start getting pretty tired after about 2 hours, and I don't know, I kind of have a tough time focusing on one thing for a while, too. Alright, let's see, we'll get this thing repainted and repaired, and then we will sell it. We'll see how much. Oh, almost 4 grand. Not too bad. A little bit of money back. There we go. There's Graham's channel there. Hey, what's up, Brian? How are you doing, buddy? Say, man, we got all sorts of awesome people in here stopping by saying hi this morning. Great way to start the day. See, that cultivator actually kind of matches our little Landini there, too. Doesn't look too bad. So yeah, we made, well, first thing on the stream, we actually sold some soybeans and made about 72,000 bucks. So we ended off starting the stream pretty good for money. Longest one you did was 4 hours? Holy cow. I guess it depends on what you're doing, too. If you're doing, like, multiplayer or something, pretty easy to get kind of lost in time there and play for a long time. Equipment is so big. Oh, yeah. Yeah, about 12 to 15 feet across. That's the same kind of problem we had too, Magnum. We used to have a 40-foot, well, actually, we still do have it, a 40-foot Flexicoil air seeder, and yeah, then when we upgraded to our 60-foot John Deere air seeder, you can't turn around as tightly and stuff, so you can't get into some spots that you used to be able to with the 40-foot. Yeah, and then some of these guys have like 80-foot air seeders and whatnot. That's like some of my buddies, and they're like, yeah, we just can't get into some of the fields now because it's too wide to get in there, actually. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit of the issue with some of the bigger stuff nowadays. That's why a lot of people around here have a little set of box drills, just like a 6-foot wide set of box drills. Go clean up some spots when you're done with the big seeder. Oh, it sounds nice. Nice relaxing morning, Brian. Say, is it pretty nice out there this morning? We were actually pretty chilly this morning. We were kind of like 48 degrees first thing to start the day off here. It's supposed to get pretty warm though later, so. There we go. Hey, there's Brian's channel too. Go give him a follow. That's pretty fun stuff. Hey there, why not? How you doing, buddy? And Jewel too. Say some other great, awesome people in the community here. Yeah, I was saying earlier, yeah, why not? Son was in here, stopped in and said hi. I'm not sure if he's still in here. New York truck spotting, pretty fun fun stuff. Pretty cool videos too, man. You get to see a lot of semis on his channel. Alright, yeah, we'll just leave this here for now. Get hooked back up to our little trailer. Or actually, yeah, we can... Yeah, maybe we'll just use a semi, actually. Thinking about that now. Oh, it's already 85? Ooh. Yeah, I don't blame you for getting out there while it's a little bit cooler there, Brian. Jeez. Uh-oh. See if I can get hooked back up to my trailer here. Kind of not a great spot for parking this thing. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe we'll start with the oats first there to get those cut. We can just park this thing along the edge of that fence over there, kind of out of the way. Give the combine enough room to get turned around and stuff too. I do like this little older style trailer though. I think it looks super cool. It's not super big or anything either. Alright, find the combine. There we go. Yeah, it's just about everyone in here. Almost everyone's content creators, and man, everyone does some pretty awesome stuff out there. It's always enjoyed checking out everyone's a little bit different, and everyone just has fun doing it too. That's what makes it a blast. Just an awesome community. Is Truck Spotter still around? I don't know. He was in here earlier. That's okay, might have things to do too, so. That's awesome, Brian. Yeah, that's... See, I know exactly how it is. It's sometimes, oh, there we go. I'll have to unfold the combine. That's... Yeah, it's something they'll definitely remember. That's cool. Here, let's see. We're gonna get our straw swath turned back on there. But yeah, it's like I was saying, it's pretty easy to get kind of preoccupied with everything else going on and stressing out about things and kind of forget to just have some time with your kids. It's mostly growing up on the farm. You get so used to just doing farm things, and it's kind of hard to take a second and relax every once in a while too. So I was always used to my dad being kind of there but not there all the time type of thing. Always preoccupied with different stuff, and I think the most we ever hung out with our dad was you'd go in his office after dinner and he'd be in there working on stuff, and you'd just kind of sit there and talk with him, and he'd be working on things, which wasn't bad, but still at the same time, it's like it's nice to have just some family time too. So that's something I always said I'd do if I ever end up having a family, is definitely make sure to have some time with just them and focus on them. Oh yeah, there he is. There's New York Truck Spotting. There we go, and there's Jules' channel too. Alright, let's see, we'll get 2 little headlands cut around here. Try to make it as easy as possible for when we bale all this stuff as well too. Let's see if we can maybe get turned around here. We'll do one more along this edge, just so it's a little bit easier turning around. There we go. Yeah, and that's actually, yeah, Truck Spotter. Been doing some ATS too, so that's pretty cool. I say a lot of people in the community been doing some farm sim and ATS, so always cool seeing some different games. They're down at the park. And yeah, that is super nice, Brian. That sounds like a nice, fun, relaxing morning. So yeah, if you don't chat for a little while, I definitely know you're busy doing stuff. So, but yeah, thanks for stopping in and saying hi and hanging out though. Oh, you've been doing a bunch of different stuff, Magnum? Is it nice to have you back there too, Nick? Yeah, I've been watching people play a lot of different stuff. That's all. I think a lot of people get tired playing the same game, but not too much of a problem for me. I did get to play Farm Sim twice this week, so that was good. We got a little stream on Friday night too, where I was absolutely wired on coffee. Had a bunch of coffee that day. It was a fun stream though. I was glad to get another one in. Hey, thank you, Brian. Oh yeah, you gotta have that breakfast. It's always important. I had a very nice bowl of cereal like I do every morning. It was cereal, so it does the job. And some coffee. Always gotta have the coffee. That's definitely the most important part of the day. Yeah, I'm wondering why that other wheat wasn't ready. I must have planted it a little bit later than all the oats and canola. We'll see though. Let's see, everything should fit in this trailer, so that shouldn't be an issue. I'm just hoping I was hoping to cut that wheat before we cut the canola, because we are probably just going to have that canola sitting in that trailer, but we can use our little trailer that's hooked up to the Landini there for moving the wheat, because we're only taking the wheat from the fields just over to the flour mill there, so we're not going super far with it or anything. Hey, what's up, Eric? How are you doing, buddy? There's another great content creator and awesome part of the community there. Eric does pretty fun stuff and helps people out all the time. Great person to have around. That's everyone who's around right now anyways, is all just awesome people in the community. Let's see, yeah, probably better unload after we get the end on this pass here too. So we're still trying to find a little bit bigger header as well too. We never did end up finding one. We're still running our Deutz header on our Kloss combine here. Maybe Tuesday. Yeah, I should try hopping in there sometime, Brian. Tried hopping in with Why Not the one night. I think we were having some issues with weather kind of affecting the internet, but it did work kind of. It was fun. Yeah, I'd like to do some more multiplayer stuff if I can. Always fun hanging out in real time with everyone. Hey, there's Nicholson's gaming channel there. Hey, what's going on, Southpaw? How are you doing, buddy? That's one of the... I think he was actually the first, real person that was showing up and commenting on stuff. Some of my videos. I know Kegarino and Mackenzo were both pretty close, but I'm pretty sure Southpaw was, the first actual human being that was commenting on stuff that wasn't a bot, so... Yeah, that was pretty cool. And let's see, we'll get the pipe out here too. If I can remember how to get the pipe out. There we go. Yeah, how's the weather been down there, Southpaw? Let's see, we better, I was going to try to put it at just this one hopper, but I think I accidentally got a little bit in that front hopper too, so we'll just dump both of them when we go to unload this thing. It's good to hear, yeah, Southpaw. I think, yeah, one of the few people that's not making content. Ooh, 90 still? Ugh. Yeah, see, we actually had a pretty cool week over here this week. It's supposed to get back up into the 90s here this next week, but yeah, it was pretty nice. This last week it was 70s and a couple days of 80s. Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. But yeah, it was kind of nice to have a little break in there. Oh, rainy off and on and off today. Yeah, we actually have some pretty dark clouds up to the north and stuff. We didn't have any rain last night. I thought we were going to. We had some pretty crazy winds, but no rain, so ugh, yeah, man, some of that heat is just nasty, Southpaw, especially when you're working outside all day too. Hey there, Chad, how you doing, buddy? Another great content creator. So he's going to be streaming right after we get done here, actually. Or, well, whenever he starts. I usually just always end once Chad gets going there. Works out pretty good. There we go, and there's Chad's channel, CBW Farms. Another real-life farmer as well, too. We got a few real-life farmers in here. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, Southpaw. I know you enjoy watching some of the real-life stuff, so that's CBW, does some RL farming, and then Nicholson, with a.k.a. Jeremy. He does RL farming videos as well. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anyone. Jason, also some real-life videos. So yeah, if you want to go check out some of those other RL farmers, Southpaw, they all have some different stuff than what we do too, so. There we go, there's Why Not's channel. Say one of our first moderator. Actually second, but he's our kind of dubbing him as our first moderator there. Does an awesome job. And a great person, tons of fun hanging around with. Pigs looking good this morning? That's good to hear, Chad. Yeah, so Chad actually, they have a ton of pigs they feed. So what did you say that one day? 6,000 pigs you guys feed out? A huge pig feeding operation there. Pretty cool stuff. And yeah, I am definitely ready for it to cool off some too there, Southpaw. And get a little bit of some of that cooler weather. Hey, Braden, how you doing, buddy? Man, tons of awesome people. Yeah, 6,500 pigs. Gosh, that is so many pigs. So I remember when we used to have like 8 pigs. Well, my little brother had them for 4-H, and then we had a couple extra ones just for feeding out and eating, and man, those things were out all the time. I just remember being in high school, and it felt like every morning we'd be chasing pigs back in the little pig pen before we went to school, and it was like, man, these things are such a pain. They're just always getting out and rooting through stuff. I did not know pigs' noses were that strong, man. Those things have some muscles in those noses. But yeah, I haven't had any pigs for quite a few years. There we go. We got all our oats done, and yeah, we'll hop into the canola here next. We'll get this little semi-trailer unloaded here too. Yeah, it's like I said. Actually, here we'll kind of check up north there. I'll get this trailer hooked up. It's like I said, I'd like to get that wheat cut, but I don't know why it's not ready yet. I'm trying to plan it, but that's, well, even with real life farming, sometimes things don't go as planned, and you just gotta get the other job figured out there too. Yep, I did not really give myself enough room to get around there, maybe just barely. Try to do that without driving in the canola. Ooh, I think we got it. And we'll take this trailer up to that top field there and get a little cut across here. through the sunflowers. We got fertilized this morning on stream too. They do taste very good, Jason. I 100% agree. Kind of wish we had some more pigs now. Just we have a lot of beef. I eat beef constantly, all the time, and it would be nice kind of switched up with some pork products, or even chicken too, actually. Yeah, we'll get this thing unloaded and then we can get started on some of them oats, or canola there, not oats. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to 82 Studios TLX 9000 too. I kind of like those semis. They're pretty nice. Actually, yeah, we got to get this oats going in our production here too. We actually ran out of flour, so we're not making any bread right now. So we got to get this going so we can get some more bread going, make a little more money there too. Alright, let's see. I guess we didn't have anything in that front hopper anyway. Yeah, I do enjoy beef. I'm not a very good cook, so it's kind of the same type of beef all the time. So what's going on the RL farm this weekend? So we did have a little harvest. Oh, and I hit the fence there. So we're gonna have a little harvest in the video. Then we got, let's see, what else was it? Kind of working on a bunch of stuff. Did some pivot things yesterday, actually. So I did kind of a time lapse of changing the oil for the river pump down at the river there. We'll see. It's kind of something different. Hopefully you guys find it interesting. But yeah, kind of a lot of different odd jobs around after we got all our wheat cut. So, but I'm not done with the video yet. I'm actually going to end up working on it after the stream here. Probably during Chad's stream I'll be doing some multitasking. But I should have it out probably this afternoon or something. So it's another pretty long one. It's about 25 minutes long again, so yeah, lots of things. That's like I was saying earlier too. I kind of forgot we were cutting earlier this week until I started editing the video, and I was like, man, it's been a long 6 days, because I do not even remember cutting earlier this week. Like, I thought that was last week, not this week, but yeah, we got some pretty cool shots again. You guys will get to see some of the terrain we have around here. We're not completely flat out in Montana, and you'll really get to see it in the intro part of the video. So yeah, we're just almost about done with harvest too. We got about 250 acres of irrigated stuff, and then I think we'll probably end up being done after that. Unless we decide to cut some more of our dry land stuff that didn't do super hot, but we'll sort of see. So yeah, always something going on. And then if we get more rain, we'll be doing some seeding in a couple months too. So oof, you guys are talking about ribs on there too. Anything new break? No, I don't think we had any breakdowns this week actually. Trying to think. I think everything actually ran pretty smoothly. Well, usually this is kind of the busiest time of the year, Jewel, but just because we did have drought and everything else, it's been kind of slow. And well, yeah, drought and hail, it's been a little bit slower this year, but typically harvest is usually the crazy time of the year. You're going like nuts. But then yeah, seeding time's always pretty busy too. That's another time of the year where you're sitting in the tractor for 14 hours a day. So that's during spring and fall seeding time. But winter's definitely the slowest time of the year, especially having our pivots and stuff too. We're always watching watching the irrigation pivots, making sure the water's working as well. So that's summer is definitely the very busy time of the year. Oh, it's yeah, I can't complain about the rain there, Magnum. It's always nice to have some rain. We did have some rain a couple days this week too. That's what kind of slowed us down in the mornings on stuff. So yeah, it was definitely a terrible year for drought, Jewel, and same thing as last year too. We didn't actually end up cutting probably more than half of our crops just because there wasn't anything there for due to the drought and hail on top of it too. So yeah, it's not a great 2 years in a row up here in Montana. We're pretty lucky. We do have some irrigation, so we do have a couple acres that are all relatively good. They did have a little bit of hail damage on those too though, so but that's like we always say, next year will be better type of thing. So a couple of years, well 3 years ago, we were cutting 40 bushel dry land winter wheat and 35 bushel spring wheat, so that was pretty good years for us. And you just got to take the good with the bad during farming. That's just kind of how it goes. So can't do anything about the weather. Yep, there we go. Let's see, 48%. We could probably get another lap around here then. All that canola. So I should actually have these fields as wheat or oats or something baleable, just because these ones are a lot easier to bale. But I do like doing a crop rotation like we do in real life as well, so yeah, yep, we definitely have to winterize them southpaw, or else they will freeze solid and break things. So what we do for those is we just drain them all out. Then we actually have to split the pivot. I'll show that this fall, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. You actually have to split the pivot itself, just because with it all being metal, how much the temperature affects it, it actually moves it quite a bit. So that's why we split it, to allow it to move. It's still somewhat hooked together, but it's allowed to slide a little bit. So yeah, and then we got to drain all the pipes and everything. So yeah, you don't want to have water sitting in there when it gets negative 30 up here in the winter. So hey there, Bonehead, how you doing, buddy? Say another great streamer last night, man. That was an absolute blast watching that stream last night, Bonehead. And he's getting some donos from Big E, and it just helping the community out. John C. Pepper was pretty close to 50 subs, so we got him up to 52 subs, and then Bonehead gave him the Vermeer DLC on top of that too. So it was just it was a very awesome stream, and tons of great people hanging out in there. It's all these guys are just fun, positive streams, and so much fun hanging out in those. Oh. Yeah, I keep forgetting to check the Nightbot. I gotta adjust that setting. Little Nightbot's a bit ornery. Yeah, so definitely if you guys aren't subscribed, go check out Bonehead's channel too. He does an awesome job. Always tons of fun watching his streams. There we go. I'll get a little coffee here again. So that's actually what we're going to be cutting here tomorrow probably, is we're going to be cutting our canola in real life. So we'll be doing the same exact thing we're doing right now. That's the only crops we got left, is just the canola, and then we've got our chickpeas, and then any of the dry land stuff if we end up trying to cut that again too. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be interesting to see how our real life canola does. We haven't done canola in quite a few years. We've done mustard, which is pretty similar to canola, but is a little bit different. So, especially the irrigated stuff too. It's always interesting though. with canola, you find out if you have any leaks in your truck or anything, because canola seed is like teeny, teeny, tiny stuff. It is, yeah, microscopic, and it'll find any gaps in your truck or your combine pretty easily. Alright, now we'll get this thing unloaded. We're going to be just about perfect, actually. 97%. 99. Get this thing flipped around here. It'll be kind of interesting, see how much canola we actually end up with off of this field too. Yeah, and it's definitely a little different. Definitely that dark black little tiny seed in real life too. No, we don't. We will sometimes, just depending on how many weeds we have, Magnum. That's usually the only reason we'll end up swathing, is if there's a bunch of weeds or if the crop doesn't dry down like uniformly. But usually we just straight cut everything. I know a lot of guys will swath it, but that's, yeah, we just straight cut all of our stuff if we can. And that was last year. We had to swath a bunch of mustard that was irrigated because we had a bunch of pigweeds in it, and you can't spray the mustard or else it'll kill the mustard. So that's, we ended up having to swath all the mustard down just to get the pigweeds to dry out. And then we actually had to end up swathing our organic spring wheat we had too. And that stuff was just a mess, and there was tons of weeds in that. That's, irrigated organic doesn't work out very well. So yeah, we had to swath that too and get all the weeds controlled, because yeah, obviously you can't spray organic crops. So oh yeah, no problem, Bonehead. That's, your streams are always fun anyways, and that one was just extra special too. It was an absolute great time. It's like I said, that's all you guys that are a couple years older than I am. I think you guys are all pretty great people to watch and look up to. So I think canola is probably a little bit smaller than mustard. I haven't actually dealt with them the same year. Yeah, they're pretty close, but they're both microscopic, so I should be able to kind of see once we start cutting it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the canola is just a tiny bit smaller. But yeah, they're both microscopic. I gotta take a thing of duct tape with me whenever we start cutting mustard or canola. And you just kind of check your truck, you walk around it and see if there's any little gaps or holes, and you slap some duct tape on there and try not to lose any money. Yeah, most people, I don't know what the thing with swathing canola is, but yeah, it always used to be a big thing, especially in the 90s and stuff. Everyone was always swathing the canola, but yeah, most people around here now just straight cut everything if they can. It just saves you more time instead of having to swath something. And then with all our nasty winds around here too, that's, they talk about some years when they had the stuff swathed down and then the wind picked up and then you had canola or mustard in the power lines and stuff just because it blew away. And yeah, that's why we try not to swath as much as possible around here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it depends on, if you're baling it stuff too, it's all gonna be a little bit different. Oh yeah, no problem. Why not? That's why I enjoy hanging out with all you folks, and well, Miss Wild too. She's another great person in the community. Actually, I think she's still streaming too. You guys should throw a link up for Miss Wild's channel. You should hop over there quick and go give her a like if you haven't already. She's doing some Farm Sim, what is it, 17 or 15 right now? I was watching it right before I started. Yeah, it was tons of fun watching some of those older games. I think it's FS15 she's doing today. Yep, yeah, you gotta have that duct tape, Jewel. It's a very important part of the farm. Keep things taped together. We use it probably way more than we should for different things, but it always works. Guessing Jewel uses duct tape, I'll stay away. Oh. Why not? And Jewel always going at it. Always fun. Alright. There we go. There's Miss Wildstyle's channel there. So that's, like I said, she's streaming right now too. She actually, well, she started a little bit before I started going. So yeah, you guys should all hop over there quick. Go give her a like and hang out and say hi to everyone over there too. So I'll be streaming for another hour probably. So we're always trying to help everyone in the community. And she just hit 300 subs over there too recently. So she's doing kind of a celebration type stream as well. So yeah, so run over there, give her congratulations, and hit that like button for her. The wooded button to it. Oh yeah, yeah, we see that around here too, kind of some custom made type trucks and everything. Yeah, it's especially in the older days, they just kind of made things work and just, yeah, sort of piece things together. That's, well, some of our bins around here too are even just homemade bins. It's actually, I show one of them off in this week's video because we had some chickpeas that got wet and moldy, and it's because the lid on the bin came off, but it's a weird bin, so you can't even see the top of the bin from the ground. But it's a, yeah, it's definitely a homemade type one. So Flex Seal is the king now. Flex Seal's expensive, that's why we don't use it. We use like the generic brand duct tape, and we just buy a bunch of that. Definitely not as good as a name brand. Oh, yep, duct tape and baling wire. Exactly, Bonehead. That is kind of the, yep, every farmer's fix. You can get all sorts of things kind of held together with a little duct tape and wire. Oh, they're all homemade wooden ones? Oof. I don't like the old wooden bins. Those ones are, we have one and it's kind of falling apart. Man, that's all the wind we've had the last 2 years has been just extremely hard on that old wooden bin. I don't know, it might be better for us just to kind of tear it down because we end up having nails all over the yard. So that's our homemade ones are steel or iron. I don't know which, but they're yeah, they're definitely homemade. I'll have to show off the other one in a video too. I think I've had some glances of it, but it's definitely a little different. But it works. It holds stuff, so it does its job. But yeah, it's, yeah, you always get some different things around on the farm there. Ooh, I probably should have actually unloaded this thing. We'll see if we make it back or not. Always have used twine in my pockets. Yeah, I will always end up with all sorts of random things when I'm doing laundry. Find some fencing staples or little just bags from snacks and stuff, like granola bar bags and everything. And yeah, you always end up with random things. And yeah, earplugs and stuff, or random tools, a 10mm socket. And yeah, that's always end up with random stuff in the pockets. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it back down there, and we'll just run the semi over here and see. We'll just park him on the edge of the grass here. Actually, that should work out pretty good. Once we find the semi, there we go. Pocket knife for the win. That's actually, I like using my Leatherman. That's That's kind of my most important thing, and that's the number one thing I always carry with me, even before my cell phone, is I always make sure I got my Leatherman on my hip. Kind of get your pliers on there and a couple screwdrivers, then all your knives and stuff and files on it and everything. So that's, yeah, it's always the number one thing I've got on my hip is the Leatherman. Alright, that should work right there. It's barely getting in there. Okay, perfect. It's a millimeter. What's up, Tony? How you doing? Hey, here, actually, we're gonna give a little shout out for Tony there. I think we got it pulled up. There we go. Millimeter. That's the good old European measuring unit. Man, that's such a pain nowadays. Everything's half in US standard and then half in millimeter. It's like, I kind of wish they'd just pick one. There we go, and there's Tony's channel there too. He streams over on Twitch. I always like watching him in the mornings. I haven't seen him for a couple days though. I missed one day, and then he didn't stream for a few days. So he was actually over on the Giants Community Spotlight. What was it? Not last week, but the week before. I guess they did a great job on that. So it's always a ton of fun. Hop in there and make him eat some hot beans. Tip for the wooden bins: go around when it's empty and put tin. Okay. Yeah, ours does have tin on it, but that's, like I said, all that wind we've had the last 2 years, Magnum, it's just kind of tearing that thing apart. I looked at it the other day, and you just see sky through all the little holes in there, and you're like, I think this thing might be on its last leg type of deal. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like millimeter just because it is a little bit simpler than US standard. You go by normal numbers instead of 5/16 and ½ inch and everything like that. And oh, you're on Twitch too, Brian? I don't think I'm following you over on Twitch. If you want to pull your link up, I think you're a moderator, so you should be able to put your link in there too, Brian, if you'd like to. Then actually, I think I'll give you a follow there too, because I'm not sure if I am or not. But yeah, it's like our John Deere combine is terrible for it. It's half of it's US standard, and then the other half is metric, so you're always trying to figure out different tools you gotta have around, and it's like, gosh, I wish they'd just pick one and figure it out. And I don't know. I don't know if John Deere is going to be listening to what I have to say anytime soon, though, but if they did, that would be nice. So I always enjoy some of our older machines and stuff. That's like our older Case IH tractor. It's all US standard, so it's just pretty simple, but always different fun stuff. Gotta deal with. So we're just getting about done with all this canola too. Cruising along, 6 miles an hour. Probably got one more pass there. Oh yeah, Magnum, yeah, I'm definitely used to the mile per hour. Kilometer per hour, I don't understand that one. At least some of the newer vehicles, and now you just press a button and it switches over, which is nice. But yeah, I don't know. I do like metric system. It is just a little bit easier. Oh, what kind of brand of car do you have, Southpaw? That's like, I know my Dodge, most of that seems to be metric, actually. There we go. We'll get this last pass. Yeah, we'll have to check that wheat. Might have to wait just a day or two. It's going to be kind of hard keeping an eye on that, because it is all the way down here, not really close to our house. See, actually, yeah, we can get a little baling done too there after we get this done. Get started on that anyway. Decent little load of canola on that semi, actually. I don't know if it's all going to fit in that back hopper. That was kind of my plan there, but I don't think it's going to. Actually, we'll probably have to check the header and the combine after this too, make sure we're not too damaged on them. Or we might actually just swing over by the shop since we're kind of over here anyway. There we go. Here, we're going to check Brian's Twitch there, make sure I'm following him. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no, I wasn't even following you. There we go. Well, got Brian, another follower. Perfect. Thank you for throwing that up there, Brian. Road is 49 mile an hour and highway speed is, yeah, see, that's your guys' highway speeds are way too slow. That's our highway speeds are 70 miles an hour. Always takes forever getting anywhere in Canada. Well, let's see, Chevrolet. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, I guess I haven't worked on Chevys too much. A little above my pay grade. No, they're all pretty close in price nowadays, actually. Oh, it's already 11% on that header. Yeah, definitely a good idea. Stop by there. Yeah, it's Canada's definitely a little bit slower on the highway speeds, Tony. Just because of their metric conversions. It's like, yeah, whenever we go across the border, and we're used to, yeah, going 70 miles an hour, and usually we go a little bit faster than that. We just don't tell anyone, but yeah, and then you go across the border and you're like, why are we going so slow? Like, we're not getting anywhere. Yeah, you don't want to get arrested by the Mounties either, so I forgot we got to unload that combine too. Before I forget. Yeah, just different things up there across the border. That's like we were talking about during Bonehead's stream there last night. I think they do take better care of their roads during the winter, though. It's every time we go up there, man, the Canadian roads are just so much nicer shape than the American ones. I don't know if we're all gonna fit. Let's see, yeah, no, we were close, but not quite. At least we don't have to make 2 trips. That'll be nice. I also kind of loaded this completely backwards, is how we would in real life. So usually in real life, what I'd do is I'd load that front hopper first, because then it just gives us more weight on the drive axles for the semi there itself. So I sort of did it backwards. It'd be kind of hard pulling it like that. Oh yeah, no problem, why not? You gotta have that coffee. Most important part of farming. I don't know, I think coffee might be the most important part of life, in all honesty. I'd be kind of lost without it. Alright, we'll see if I should start baling first, or... yeah, we'll go grab the baler, actually. Got a little baling to do. Go take the semi and get some of that canola all unloaded if we'd like to make a little road trip, but wait on our wheat. All kinds of things to do. Yeah, that's what our freeways are up here too. Southpaw, up in Montana, that's all our freeways are 80 mile an hour. That's nice. I always enjoy hopping on the freeway just because you're just like, we're getting places now. Like, Like, we're not messing around. Especially Montana's pretty spread out too, so it's always pretty nice. Oh, there's that new bale counter type thing. I kind of forgot we had that. Oh, speaking of fixing things. Okay, only 3% damage on the baler. Lower that pickup. Hey, no problem, Biggie. Yep, definitely do what you gotta. So I always gotta hang out with family. Very important, so. Alright, let's see, we'll get this thing going here. Try to anyway. Favorite piece of equipment on the farm? On like the in-game farm or the RL farm there, Jewel? Can't even grade your roads properly in the summer? Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a problem down here too, Magnum. We have some pretty terrible roads this year. Oh, let's see. Favorite piece of equipment on the RL farm? That's a very good question, actually. I don't think I've ever actually thought about that. I don't know. I do really enjoy seeding. So I probably have to say probably our John Deere tractor and the air seeder along with it. Oh, there we go. We're gonna turn the baler back on. It is, man, that tractor is super nice. Big 4-wheel drive tractor. John Deere 9510R. And yeah, that thing is just, it rides smooth, and it's, you don't mind spending 14 hours a day in that thing. It's very nice in there. And then I enjoy seeding time too. So that's probably why that's my favorite setup. Big John Deere air seeder, and you got the big tanks on there, so you can just kind of seed for quite a few hours depending on what you're doing. And it looks pretty cool. It's always enjoy that. So yeah, probably a big John Deere 4-wheel drive tractor and the air seeder. There we go. Try to get that a little better. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the same thing with all our roads around here. Is they're in pretty tough shape, Magnum. Yeah, thanks for asking that, Jewel. Though that's pretty good question. Yeah, that's usually what happens around here too. Southpaws. Everyone goes a couple miles, few miles faster than what you're supposed to. But then everyone does it, so it's like, well, I'm just following the flow of traffic. Oh, really, Jason? Well, it does kind of depend on where you're at, too. Some places definitely have better roads than others. It's like over by my dad's place, since he's right next to the lake. That's all his gravel roads are always usually very well taken care of, but over where I am over here, there's not a ton of people over here, so we're pretty lucky if we see the grader like twice a year out here, maybe. Sometimes it's only once a year, and you're like, yeah, I don't think they care much about us over here. I like big boy tractors. Yep, Magnum does like those. Some of those good old AC Alice Chalmers. I wish we did have some more Alice Chalmers in game too. Pretty cool. Yeah, the gas prices are still pretty high. I forget what it was the other day when I went to town. Actually, they might go up around here in Montana too, just because one of our big refineries here is kind of getting rebuilt right now too. So they're like, yeah, you guys might have some higher prices than normal around here. And we're like, that's great. Yeah. Do a farm tour of ours? Yeah, that would be really cool, Magnum. Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely pretty interesting trying to figure out how to do all those videos. Yeah, I know. Well, I still need to do one sometime eventually when I get caught up on everything. Had a couple people asking about it. I know one person, well, not in here, Kagarino. He wants to do a farm tour. That way he can rebuild my farm in farming simulator. So, how much gas do we go through on a farm? Yep. Like Magnum said, a ton. So actually, diesel's kind of the main thing we go through a bunch here. But yeah, this year we've spent, well, we're easily over $200,000 on just red diesel since about probably March. So yeah, since about March we've spent at least $200,000 on just red diesel. That's not clear diesel. Oh, clear diesel. That's just the red dyed diesel off highway use only. So yeah, it's a lot of gallons. Let's see, am I actually getting anything going there? Okay, yeah, we are on. All right. Hey, there's Rob. There's another great content creator. Good old Rabbit Rob, and he's probably loving this nice big grain tractor we got here. Just an absolute beauty. Looks great. Yep, Rob likes his red machines, which there's nothing wrong with that, so. Alright, we'll see, we got all that stuff done now. That bale counter is pretty handy. I do enjoy that. Yeah, I kind of completely forgot about that. I haven't actually looked at any of the Vermeer stuff either, so. Gross. Oh yeah, nope. It's always fun. That's why I enjoy having Rob around here. Always some nice entertainment when anything green pops out. Alright, we'll turn this thing off, get it unloaded here. Maybe we'll hop into another machine here now. 2 to 3 jerry cans in the Kubota working week. Yeah, just depending on what you're doing, so. But yeah, we've burned through, well, probably over 30,000 gallons of diesel so far this year, so that's having our irrigation pivots running on diesel is pretty spendy. Let's see, yeah, we'll run this thing to town and get those little canolas seeds all dumped off the production plant. Ooh, actually, speaking of production plant, I forgot to get that one going. Let's see, there we are. Oats. Let's get those distributing, and then we can get our bread going again too there. Perfect. Gonna steal Buggy's PC so I'm fast. Like green and white. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. I like all machines. I don't have any brands I hate or anything like that, so most things all kind of work out pretty good. They all cost money at the end of the day, and they all break down at the end of the day. I don't know. It does seem like John Deere's parts are just expensive. I don't know if that's because we're always buying John Deere parts, or because that is kind of like our main newer machines we have around here. But man, the parts are just ridiculous for some of that stuff. WC and WD-45 Alice going. Yeah, some of the new stuff is pretty terrible on fuel mileage as well too. Some of them burn quite a bit of fuel. And then some of them aren't too bad either. Well, that's like our John Deere combine, John Deere S780. That one, it burns a little less than 1 gallon of fuel per acre. So we were actually having to try to figure that out when we were cutting some of our poor spring wheat up there that was only doing 1 to 2 bushel an acre. So we were trying to figure out if it was actually going to pay for the fuel to cut the crop. So, which we figured if we're getting over 2 bushel an acre, we were maybe making money. So, but yeah, we were kind of right on that 2 bushel line there for a while. So. Yeah, always fun figuring all that stuff out. Let's see, oh yeah, we're good enough. We can get those bolt dumped. Oh yeah, all that old farm equipment's pretty cool. That's like watching Nicholson stream that one day and some of the older machines he had. Oh, let's see, this thing not... why is it not dumping that front? Oh, there we go. There we go. Get that front one. Kind of keep forgetting about that. Not used to all these semi-trailers yet. Got my blinker on too. Oh, really, Jason? Oof. That's terrible. Yeah, man, all these parts are just awful this year, especially too. I think after all the COVID stuff, and then lots of Deere was blaming all their workers for going on strike too. That was their excuse too. So yeah, they're having a tough time just even getting all the parts. It's like, I don't know. Especially some of the really important parts too. It's like, I don't know how you guys could not have those. I'll do a little first person. Good old TLX here, flying through town. Feel like I'm playing some ATS. Actually, oh yeah, that's actually, we had a little footage of our semi from real life too in this week's video. When I get that done too, that way you guys can see the old Peterbilt. We had to get rid of some chickpeas, so took it for a little cruise. I didn't actually get any footage of it moving, but I probably should have. Always kind of hard getting footage of different things when we're working, but I tried my best. Alright, we're going to switch back out to the third person. Let's see, I don't think it dropped too many frames during that, so that's pretty good. Man, we got 14 people in here watching too right now. That's awesome. Thanks a bunch, guys. I think that's probably the most people we've ever had watching at one time. That is sweet. Thank you, guys. Favorite tractor decade is the 70s and 1975, 70-40 Alice. Yeah, some of those older ones are awesome. That's still got to go through. There's a bunch of slides my grandparents left in the house here when I moved in, and I found him one day well, actually right before Christmas. So we were looking through a bunch of those old slides, and my grandpa on some of those old machines from the 70s and 80s and stuff, and that was super cool getting to look at all that stuff. Kind of see where we end up sort of cutting here. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, we got a bunch of old tractors in our one shed here too. That's someday I'll have to do a video showing those ones off too. Got an old Ford tractor here. I like some of those old Ford tractors. They're pretty sweet. More pricey. Oh yeah, that is very true, Southpaw. For sure. Alright, yeah, I guess we're pretty much good. Here, we'll grab the land. I guess we don't even really need this trailer anymore. I was gonna grab the Landini and throw our bale picker up on that too. We'll actually end up waiting another day here as well. Oh, I forgot to start that production for our canola oil. Man, it's looking gorgeous here. Kind of at dusk in game. Got the sunflowers. We got the tractor sitting out back there. Got the bottom yard just looking awesome. Bunch of bales and stuff. Man, this game is just always blows me away how gorgeous it looks. Some of the windmills in the background there. Ugh. Let's see. Still nothing else we need. Skip to the next day here. I'm going to take a quick break. Go grab some stuff. Actually, I'm going to grab some more coffee too. I will be back in just a second. Back, we got topped off on the old coffee here. Okay. Let's see, get caught back up on chat here. Oh yeah, Magnum. Yeah, some of those videos are really cool. That's like I always enjoy seeing how different people do different things. Oh, you're working on a video for today? Why not? Very awesome. Let's see if that wheat's ready. No, we might have to wait for the next month, actually. Let's see, maybe we'll get that, get those bales out of the way. I think I was going to end up actually cultivating everything else this year, too, and try to get rid of all the rocks, maybe. Because we do have some rocks in different spots. And we did just get a bigger cultivator as well. There we go. Is that your channel there, Brian? A little shout out there. Yeah, because we're going to be using the baler again on that wheat field once we get that cut. I guess actually we're going to need our mulcher to, let's see, yep, take this thing down. There we go. Alright, yeah, there's Brian's channel there. In case any of you guys have a Twitch account, go give Brian a follow. It's like I said, I just followed him today too. I didn't know he was on Twitch, so... Okay, very cool, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to try to hop on sometime too. Well, yeah, I'd like to get some time playing with Why Not as well, and then, well, I know another person that's not here today below, but Mackenzo, he's been wanting to do some stuff too, so it's always fun trying to hang out with everyone. Not enough hours in a day. That's kind of my problem. But that's how I always try to, just because it is always fun hanging out with everyone. Just I've never had a bad time with all the farm sim community, just doing whatever. That's watching live streams or watching people's videos and playing on multiplayer or doing live streams myself like today. It's always just a blast. Oh, you're asking me about the dog, Jewel? I don't have a real life dog. I have one in the game here. But yeah, I don't have a dog on our farm in real life. I do have about 9 cats. It might be more now. One of the cats was a little bit pregnant here, so I don't know if she had her kittens yet. But man, yeah, we're gonna have a whole fleet of cats here pretty quick, and they're all black. We just have all black cats here. I don't know how we ended up with all black cats, but that's what they are. So I do kind of like black cats, so they're pretty cute. We got a couple kittens right now already, so I do like them because they help get rid of the mice. I'm not a fan of the mice. Okay. Yeah, very cool, Brian. That's all. Like I said, I'll try. I got to get a bunch of stuff done today before we get doing some more harvest again tomorrow. So yeah, so I always try to it. Yeah, it's always, especially this time of the year, it's kind of tough getting as much done as I'd like to. It's like I said, this winter I feel like I'm going to be playing a ton of Farming Simulator, hanging out with everybody. That is definitely a little easier time of the year for us. We have a little more free time then. Gives me a good excuse to stay in the nice warm house then too. Yep, exactly, Jewel. Hey, what's up, Keith? Another great person to have hanging around. That's why I say Keith was in Bonehead's stream last night, and then over in Ryland's, and we tried getting him to stream, but Keith wouldn't stream. Very awesome. Makes some very cool mods for Farming Simulator too, so yeah, say thank you to Keith. Modders are, I think, the most important part of the game there, so yeah, thank you, Keith. And oh, and Nightbot had something to say there. Nope, come on, no. Oh, too many symbols. I gotta get the Nightbot fixed here one of these days. He's just he doesn't like symbols. I don't know why. Let's see, there we are. We're back up at the yard there now. Oh, there's a 41-foot case. It might be a little bit big. Wouldn't be too bad though. I'll skip another day here. Oh, actually, I forgot we can do some mulching. Grab our little Massey Ferguson tractor wherever he is. Man, I've got so many machines on this farm now. There's our little Massey. This is just our cute little tiny one, but it pulls our mower slash mulcher really well. Yeah, the poor little Nightbot, he's got to stop in and say hi. Alright, there's our mulcher there. You know, I don't think I've done any first person with this little Massey, so maybe we'll do some first person for some mulching here. I'll start in third person, that way I can just kind of see my edge. Actually, we'll probably do a couple rounds, or a round or two in third person. Then when we're going straight, I'll switch to first person. That way we can kind of see how that thing looks. Ooh, yeah, it's not looking super. Oh, yep, I forgot to do Chad's mulching fix there. Do the fertilizer before the mulching, and then you can actually see things way easier. And yeah, that was thanks to Chad, CBW Farms there, for giving me the tip on that one, because it is kind of hard to see on some crops. But that's like this oat field, it's super easy to see, not a problem. So yeah, so we'll maybe end up fertilizing those canola stubble fields first before we mulch them down. Yeah, this little tractor he zips right along here. Let's see, I think if we go kind of that little headlight there on the edge, we should be just about right. Yeah, it's a nice little Massey Ferguson. I wouldn't mind having something like this in real life too. It's pretty snazzy looking. Nightbot was jealous. Yeah, I don't know about the Nightbot. He's kind of a jerk sometimes. He doesn't like symbols. I don't know why. He don't like them. I think it's after 3 symbols. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to bring that up. I just keep forgetting to do it after every stream, I think, for the last 3 weeks. Yeah, Ferd or Lime. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do that. It's not too bad in first person, though, actually, looking at it. Maybe we'll be able to do it all in first person. Yes, exactly, Southpaw. Farm cats are definitely necessary. For sure. We didn't have any for a few years, and the dirty little mice kind of got in everything. Yeah, I think we'll actually be able to do this in first person. You can see everything pretty well. I have to skip over there and get all that so we don't miss it. There we go. Ooh, I'm gonna have some stuff in the way up here too. There's Eric lurking. No problem with that. Don't mind people lurking. I know exactly how that goes. I'm usually working on all kinds of stuff as well too. There we go. There's Eric's channel too, I say. Eric the Viking does awesome content. Yeah, another awesome person in the community there, always helping people out and stuff. So yeah, go give Eric a sub if you haven't already. Yeah, let's see, we'll get our semi pulled out of the way there too. Yeah, a little farm dog Jim being annoying. I do enjoy little farm dog Jim. We used to have a little oh, I can't even think of the name now. Little wiener dog. Back when I was growing up, and man, that thing was great. I loved that little wiener dog. I was pretty young, but it was pretty funny. We had him in the house, and it, for some odd reason, liked to use the restroom right in front of my sister's door to her room, which I thought was just absolutely hilarious as like a 4 or 5-year-old. Always fun watching home videos and seeing the little wiener dog running around. Hey, Miss Wild. Thank you for stopping in. Like I said, I hope some people ran over there and went and checked your stream out and left a like and everything. It's like I said, I tried sending everyone over there to go say hi to you as well. Congratulations on the 300 subs, by the way. That is very awesome to see. Yeah, can we get another shout out for Miss Wild there? Or Miss Wild can type in !SO. Say she does some awesome content, and like I said, she's playing some of the older games right now too, so it's extremely interesting going back and seeing some of the older farm sim games. Oh yeah, Jewel, we definitely have issues with the real life animals there too. And yeah, skunks been kind of a problem, but let's see, last year, 2 years ago, we had all sorts of problem with raccoons. I ended up trapping 15 or 16 raccoons the one spring, and yeah, they were kind of all over the place. They actually got into one of our Quonsets, and they used our combine as a restroom area. And that was not super convenient because it was right in the engine bay for the combine too. So I was working on the combine and I just found a whole bunch of raccoon droppings all over the place. I was not very happy at all. Okay, Brian. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, we only had that wiener dog for a couple years when I was young before it passed away, but oh, they've been in your corn? Yeah, I don't know what they actually eat, raccoons. They're kind of a garbage animal. Eat just about everything. Yeah, they were kind of rooting around while eating all the cat food and stuff we had issues with. Yeah, they kind of get into everything and they make a mess of stuff. Yeah, not a big fan of raccoons. They're kind of cute little critters, but I'd rather have them not around. And then, well, we always have deer and stuff too. I always have deer in the yard, and I have antelope eating our lentils. All sorts of critters. Lots of birds and stuff too. Hey, yeah, no problem, Miss Wild. Thank you for stopping in, and yeah, yet again, congrats. And there we go. There's Miss Wild's channel right there too. So yeah, you guys hop over there. Go give Miss Wild a sub. She does some pretty cool content. So all right, yeah, Eric's got some stuff going out for Chad there. That's very cool. One more shameless plug and then I'm out of here, buddy. Hey, no problem, Brian. That's like you said, you're hanging out with the family today. And so, yep, that is definitely more important than watching me stream. So, thank you for coming in. And yeah, you can plug your Twitch channel another time and get some people over there to check out your stuff. Take raccoons and skunks any day over the deer. Oh, you guys have bears too, like black bears, or what type of bears you have over there, Jason? There we go. There's Brian's Twitch there too. If you guys have a Twitch account, go give Brian a follow there. Yeah, it's our deer are terrible in the winter. So when we get some snow on the ground, then they start eating all our bales and stuff. And man, it's always interesting trying to keep them out of the bales. We need to put up a really tall fence, but still haven't convinced the boss to buy some tall fence posts yet. Because, yeah, it's not fun, especially, well, price of straw and hay this year is kind of outrageous, too. So it would be nice if we could protect all that stuff. Hey, Biggie's back. Nice to see you again, Biggie. Yeah, see you later, Brian. Yeah, we're kind of having the same issue with grizzly bears over here in Montana, Jason. Oh no, oh no. And we ran out of fuel. God, I forgot to do it again. Let's see if... I wonder if I have the jerry can mod on here. I don't think I do. Which means I'm going to have to lease that fuel truck again, probably. Because I'm not paying attention. Oh, there we go. There's a mobile fuel tank. How much is that? Oh, yeah, we'll just buy that thing. Ooh, what colors should we make it? That's kind of fancy. We leave the green on top there. We go gray or something. We could make it look like a cooler. Cooler fuel tank. Actually, I kind of like the white. Go with beige. It's not as shiny. It's kind of what our fuel tanks are in real life, is always usually white. Or, oh, I was gonna buy that, not lease it. I'll take the old Ford and go grab that, though. Be kind of handy having that around instead of always running out of fuel. Oh, you guys are getting some grizzlies over, well, up there in Canada too, Keith? Yeah, those grizzlies are, I don't know, black bears wouldn't be too bad just because they are smaller and not quite as violent, but man, those grizzly bears are always sketchy. Now Biggie's back, I'm on break, no problem, why not? Yeah, I'm pretty bad about running out of fuel, so we're definitely going to get that little mobile fuel tank and leave it in the back of this pickup. Make things a little bit easier. What's the best way to trap raccoons? So what I do, Southpaw, is I just have some live traps I got from, well, North 40, which I'm not sure if they're down in Utah. They might be. But yeah, I just got some live traps, and then I just use cat food to bait them in there. And yeah, you just kind of set them up. Kind of a dark spot on the farm there. and then I just check them every day. You can sometimes you'll see the raccoons early in the morning or late at night coming in, and so then I'll try to kind of put it in their path there. Speaking of paths, that guy just about pulled out in front of me. So yeah, just cat food is all I use, and then a live trap, and then dispose of them from there. Yeah, it's always easy to just not notice the fuel marker there, Brian. Yeah, we haven't had many grizzlies hanging around here. We have had a few roll through, but it's always kind of sketchy late at night and stuff. You don't think about it and you're like, oh, I hope there's not like a grizzly out here anywhere. Let's see, we'll just dump that thing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Biggie's had a pretty tough weekend, so let's hope your weekend gets better there, Biggie. So, chocolate syrup. I've never heard of that one, Jason. That's pretty interesting. I'll have to maybe try that. Yeah, it's always have an issue with kind of the cats getting in there. Let's see, we're gonna get that mobile fuel tank there again and actually buy it this time. Let's see, there we go, mobile fuel tank. Beige. And buy it this time, there we go. Hopefully I'll be able to lift that thing up. I don't know if I... Oh, there we go, okay. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna lift or not. I'll try to put that in there a little better. If I can, maybe. Oh, yeah, well, that kind of ended up perfect. Alright. Yeah, it just kind of looks like a huge cooler right now. That'll work. Oh yeah, the wolves are nasty. Kind of over by the mountains there. I know a lot of the ranchers are definitely having issues with those. Kind of southern Montana, down by Yellowstone Park stuff. Man, I don't know what to even do about those wolves, because those things are just kind of cattle killers. Got Jewel to keep me in line. Yep, no problem, Jewel. Okay, yeah, we don't have any opossums up here. Let's see, that's gonna refuel that thing. I think if we can kind of go... Okay, yeah, so we have to enter this fuel tank to actually refill it. Yeah, that's super interesting, though. I'll have to try that. Alright, getting this thing all filled up. That's kind of cool. I like that little fuel marker they have on there. That way you know how much you got in there. Alright, we got a load of fuel now. Now we shouldn't have to worry about running out of fuel. At least we don't have to go buy stuff. Hey, what's up, Yas? Well, you just gotta join. You just gotta fly over to Montana here and come to my house, and then you can just take the controller. No, would be a little bit of a trip for old Yas there. How you doing, buddy? Say that's there's another channel too. There we go. Yep, there's Yas's channel there. Go subscribe to him. He's got some pretty good videos out there. Does some live streams too. That Vermeer video was absolutely hilarious, Yas. You guys should hop over there and go check that out, showing the correct way to use all the Vermeer equipment. It's pretty good. Holy cow, almost 30, Keith? Oh. Yeah, I don't know how they're protected up in Canada, but man, U.S. really likes to protect their wolves for some reason. They have been getting better about letting people hunt them, but man, they're definitely kind of a pest. I'm not old. There we go. There's Jason's channel too. Yeah, I'd say I did enjoy all your live streams you were doing there for a while, Yoss. Let's see if, I don't know if we can just hop in the tractor now to refuel this thing. Let's see, we're not getting anything right there. Maybe we're not close enough. Try to back up without running over everything. Alright. There we go. Alright, we're getting some fuel now. Oh, really, Keith? That'd be nice. Yeah, it's they're still like semi-protected over here, or down here in the States. Yeah, it's... Man, that looked awesome. All the FarmCon stuff there, Yoss. Getting to hang out with GoHam and Farmer Cop and everything in real life. And, well, just getting to go to FarmCon. Pretty jealous. I'd love to go to FarmCon sometime. It looked like an absolute blast there. Let's see, we'll just park this thing back up in the yard here. Kind of out of the way in our normal spot. We'll get back to a little bit of that first-person mulching action now that we have fuel again. Yeah, that video was absolutely hilarious. In the shop the one day, and I was like, oh, Yoss did a video. I looked at it, I was like, that's just ridiculous. It was great. We'll see if we can get this all in one pass. I don't think we're going to be able to. Yellowstone came up here to import. Oh, they imported them from Yellowstone up in Canada? Or down into Yellowstone? Yeah, it's a... Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the wolves. That's definitely an issue. I haven't actually used any of the Vermeer stuff yet, even, Yoss. I haven't had enough time to sit down and play this week, so I haven't got to test it out yet. I saw a lot of people saying they really liked it, but it's like, it kind of looks a little weird. I guess for, like, along fence edges and stuff, it'd be kind of nice, but I don't really want to play with that self-propelled baler. That thing is sweet. Yeah, it does. They say all the animations and stuff. I watched 82's showcase showing them all off, and man, some of the animations are just sweet on those. And I did actually get to run a Vermeer rake in real life about a month ago. Kind of the same exact one we got in game too, so I was like, oh, that's cool. It's like I was using one of those in real life a little bit ago. That was kind of interesting. I'd never really ran a rake before, so. Oh, you guys run a Vermeer baler? Since I'm kind of all over the place there too. Yeah, there's quite a few people around here that have Vermeer balers. None of the self-propelled ones, just the normal ones, but those self-propelled ones are expensive. They are definitely a different brute, though. They had one of those self-propelled Vermeer balers at our farm show this last winter, and man, just walking around and looking at that thing is like, man, that thing is just weird and, well, very expensive. Okay, so yeah, 2 Yellowstone. Ugh. Yeah, they definitely shouldn't have taken them down there again. Oh, they have a bigger tedder too, Jason? Huh. Well, that's the nice thing now is we'll be able to get some mods for all the Vermeer stuff too now. So maybe we'll get all sorts of different Vermeer equipment. Yeah, I'm not super knowledgeable with them since we don't do a whole lot of grass on our farm or alfalfa or anything like that, just a little tiny bit, but it's always cool to see the real life brands. Oh, 48-foot one, holy cow. That is a huge tedder. Yeah, it's, well, I'm sure some modder will get it all figured out and throw it in game. Alright, we're just about done with all this mulching. And we'll see if our wheat's going to be ready there too. Actually, yeah, let's see what time is it. Ooh. Yeah, it's almost time for Chad's stream there too. A couple more minutes. Man, say the hours really flew by today. Holy cow. Yeah, I should almost start a Discord or something. There's already so many Discords I'm part of, though. Like, I don't know if I want to make my own Discord. Be easier for showing off all my RL picks, too. That way everyone else can show off all their RL stuff. But yeah, I'm already part of so many different Discords. It's like, I don't know if I want to make my own or... Oh, I bet, Jason. Too many servers. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Yas. That's like, I think I'm part of like 12 or something already now, and it's like, I can't keep up with that many. It's like, I don't know. There we go. There's Chad's channel. Did Chad already start streaming there? So yeah, if he started, we might start wrapping things up here then. Yeah, that would be actually kind of fun. I do enjoy the off Discord just because it is a couple different channels. So yeah, I don't want to do like my own just because, yeah, like I said, there's so many Discord servers already. Hey, nice to have you back, Jewel. There we go, there's Biggie's channel. Say, even though Biggie doesn't have any content, go give him a follow anyway, though. But yeah, I think if Chad already going, or I'm gonna check real quick. We'll see if Chad's started yet. Yep, yeah, he's already going. So. Yeah, I think we'll probably just wrap it up here. Thanks to everyone who stopped by, man. It's always an absolute blast hanging out with all you guys. Sunday morning, my favorite day of the week. Get to play some farm sim and hang out with all you guys after watching folks all week. So thank you guys. And yeah, we'll throw the link up to Chad's live stream so we can all hop over there. Let's see. Find YouTube here. So yeah, we do have CBW's channel up there too. We'll throw the link straight up for the live stream. And I'll see you guys all over there then. Yep, thank you to everyone who came in. Keith, Why Not, Jewel, Biggie, Yas, Chad. I know I'm forgetting Nicholson, Miss Wild, Jason, Jeremy. We had, yeah, just tons of people in here today, and it was, it's always so much fun, so. Why Not? Yeah, I think I said, yeah. Yeah, Why Not? Sun stopped in too, so it was, yeah, just an absolute blast. So we'll see you guys over on Chad's stream, and I'll see you next week.